This is a 472. And it came in a little over 350. Okay, we just shot this video with the engine running at idle with a light load against it with the water brake to simulate automatic transmission in gear. I was talking through that, but all the noise, I don't think it came through clearly. But at least you can see the idle characteristics of this engine. It's a 10-to-1 engine. It's got the larger valves in it. It's small chamber. It's got the idle Brock intake, quadrojet, HEI. It's got our stage 3 rockers on it. Pretty mellow street engine. The big surprise is it's a 472. We don't build a lot of 472s because everybody seems to want the 500s. So they're often overlooked. These little 472s can be powerhouses just like the 500. And like I say, this one here, I was pleasantly surprised. I was expecting about 40 horse less actually, but this little dude come through. Anyway, we can go inside the operating room there, Dyno operating room, and we can look at some numbers, give you an idea what this little jewel was doing. Okay, when we made those runs. We generally start our street engines at 2,000 RPM, because realistically that's where a street engine has to start making power. You know, it's not 3,000 RPM unless it's, you know, you got to run a stall converter for all that. Anyway, this little guy is over 500 foot-pounds, 507 by 2,200, and as you can see, it's making more torque than most engines ever put out. And as you can see, the torque quickly climbs way up the 500 range, and we're up to 579 and 0.5. Right there was the peak. That was like 4,100 on this guy. Horsepower, we cut it off just a little over 5 grand, but we were 514.8, which when you go to the graph was 515. Carried great oil pressure. That's just one of our gold pumps, nothing real fancy. Here's our temperature, and this is just the sensor's not hooked to anything right now. So anyway, you know, I'd like to reiterate, this is a 472, 30 over, iron head, the larger valves, our stage 3 rockers, idle Brock intake with a quadrojet. The camshaft is, I think it's 234 at 50. So anyway, you know, watching that video, you'll see how nice that baby runs. You know, you can hear it counting it off, and you can tell it's got a cam in it, but it's got And it's got nice manners down low. I mean, like I say, I put a little load against it and sucked it down to, I think we were running about 800 RPM when that video was shot. So anyway, I'll give you an idea what these babies idle at, and those of you guys with 472s, there ain't nothing wrong with them.